Hi Copic friends, Michelle Houghton here. We've got another installment of the Copic color families compared. So today we're doing the BGs, which means blue-green, and we've got BG zeros, ones, threes, fours, fives, sevens, and nines. So we've got lots of groups to get through. This is an image from 3 Room Studio. She does some beautiful digital images, but she also does stamps. So this one is, she did a flower series a little while back that are all digital. So this is a fun one you can pick up through her. Again, that's 3 Room Studio. So we're going to start with our B zeros like we like to. And we're going to go from dark to light. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of those. We're going to start with the BG07. This is another one that I have replaced that chisel nib. Now I'm going to ignore all these little guys. For this particular video, it is more about getting you guys that color comparison versus worrying about the shape. So that was BG09 blue-green. BG07, which is petroleum blue. Really? Petroleum blue, yes. Okay. Now, I am going to tell you right ahead of all of this going is some of the BG families do not blend nicely. And I'm not sure if it's the green in there or what, but there's a few and we'll hit them. So Holiday Blue is BG05. And to me, this one goes a little bit more blue. We're almost creating the reverse, making this puff up versus sink in by how I'm coloring it, and that's okay. BG02 is new blue. When you're coloring dark to light, you'll notice I'll go back into that darker area and pull out into the white. As usual, I'm not leaving quite enough space for what I have left. BG01 is aqua blue. I'm going to double check this. I've got a BG000 next. I think this is right. I kind of remember this one being a little bit odd with that jump. Double check though. BG, yep. So it goes from 01 to a 000. Now this is kind of an iconic Copic. A lot of people laugh about the pale aqua in that it is one that you see for skies all the time. Is that a BG000 sky out there? And then BG quadruple 0 is snow green. Is that what it says? Snow green. And it is almost just the alcohol solution. Super, super light. But on occasion, I'll use that for a sky as well. So we've got this nice big area up top, and I'm going to try. Let's see if we can pile them up here so you guys can see them. So quadruple 0, 000, 01, 02, 05, 07. All right, so back in their bag. Oh, and 09. I'm like, I thought there was one more. So these are all going to be BG. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 0, 1, 0, 2, right? Yes. 2, 0, 5, 0, 709. Can you tell I don't use these as often? I'm struggling to remember what I've colored with. All right, so we've got the zeros. Let's go to the ones. This has a pretty decent group as well. It starts with a 1, 8. Definitely desaturated a bit. There are 5 of these. Let's start doing this up here. 1, 5. Now this isn't a unique one. The caps are not going to tell you exactly where you're going. So the 1, 5 cap actually looks like it's lighter than the 1, 3. 1, 5 is called aqua. And look how bright and vivid this one goes in comparison to that 1, 8. So already we're going to see a big inconsistency. So that's 1, 5. It's going to take a little more oomph because it's such a different color. You're going to see it up in the top when I pull those down. 1, 3. I like these colors, but this is a group that's definitely a little harder to play with just because I have a little bit of that jump. 1, 1, and there's going to be a big gap in here, right there. This is Moon White. And this one takes quite a bit of work. This is one of those that if you have not refilled this recently and it's one you use a lot, you're going to have a really hard time making that jump from the 1, 3 to the 1, 1. And a jump from a 1, 3 to a 1, 0, which is what we'll color with next, is almost impossible. But you can see I'm going to have a really hard time getting that smooth. Did I say what 1, 3 was? It's mint green. Mint. And then the 1, 0 is Cool Shadow. So the 1, 1 and the 1, 0 actually blend pretty well, but that jump to the 1, 3 is a pretty tough jump to make. And I'll pull this down so you guys can see it. But look at the difference between these two. We've got 0, 1, or sorry. 1, 0. Oh my goodness. 1, 0. 1, 1, 1, 3, 1, 5, 1, 8. So pretty big jump. To me, it adds, like, it feels like it adds quite a bit more green and also that desaturation, adding a little bit of gray in there. So B2s are next. We only have one of those. Yes. So I will go ahead and use the broad nib. It's a really pretty color. It's called Coral Sea, SEA. To me, this is an option. I bet if I set it right there, well, it's pretty close to the 1, 3. I don't know. It'd be worth trying to see if it blended with, because this is 2, 3. It'd be worth seeing if it would blend better with the 1, 1, if that would maybe be an easier transition. 3s are next, and there are only 2 of those. We've got a 3, 4, which is Horizon Green. Pretty similar, as we set it next to the 2, 3. Hard to see much of a difference there. And so that was the 3, 4, Horizon Green. And 3, 2 is Aqua Mint. I feel like we're playing with the same words over and over. This is a little lighter, not a huge huge jump. And pretty close. You're not going to see a huge gap. It's always interesting to me when you see these places in the Copic color family that are so similar. So that was the 3-2 and 3-4. Again, one of these might make an easier blend with those ones. All right, 4s. We've got 2. We've got BG 49, which is duck blue. Oh, I like that color. It's super pretty. And BG 45, which is Nile blue. Some of these that only have 2, I would definitely look for something else so I can get a larger contrast. I tend to like a little bit higher contrast. I see the difference between the dark and light, but for me, I would rather have something a little more extreme than that. So 4-5, 4-9, and it's funny. You look at it there and it looks pretty different. Let's add a little 4-9. There we go. Less when we colored it, filled it in. Funny how that happens. 4-5, 4-9. We've got 2 5s as well. We're going to come up here for our 5s. We've got a 5-3, Ice Mint, and a 5-7, which is Jasper. Start with our 5-7, Jasper. We've definitely added a little bit of gray from there to there, it looks like to me. And here's the 5-3. Pretty similar though, 5-3, 5-7. Pretty colors though. Then we jump to a set that a lot of people know, which is the BG7s. We're going to start with the BG 7-8, which is bronze. And a lot of people feel like these make beautiful kind of ocean colors. These BG7s, you'll see them on mermaids a lot. A lot of ocean underwater stuff. This is BG 7-5, which is Abyss, ABYSS green, inferring the water. We've got BG 7-2, Ice Ocean. And this is another group that, as much as we all love them, doesn't always want to blend very smoothly, but you can get there. This one is not impossible by any means. It just takes a little work. BG 7-0 is Ocean Mist. And this one sometimes takes a little back and forth. The Ocean Mist, the 7-0, fades way off the charts. Really light. Which is a beautiful color. So when you end up with something like that and you really want to create that blend with those colors, sometimes I will get that really wet with the 7-0 and come in with the 7-2 really lightly, light flick, and then hit it right away with that 7-0 again. And sometimes that helps me get that blend a little better. And the last group is our BG9s. There are 4 of these. Really unique group. Not many people have them. I forgot the 7s. I'll get them up there in just a second. This is BG99 Flagstone Blue, and it's going to go very green and very desaturated, meaning lots of gray. But it's kind of a fun group. BG96 is bush. So now we're going into all these terms with greenery. So we were in the ocean and now we're in the forest. BG93 is green gray. And BG90 is gray sky. Not sure. This would be kind of a like storm is coming gray sky, like tornado with that greenish tint. It'd be a scary sky. All right, let's add the BG9s down here. 90, 93, 96. And those, I don't know if you could tell, those just melt together. Even though that there's some bigger jumps, they are unique. If you can find places to use them, boy, they are easy to use. 90, 93, 96, 99. There's something to be said for that when you can find groups that blend that easily and that happily together. Boy, it sure makes your life easier. Let's get those 7s in there though, so you have the whole range. I'm going to double check and make sure I haven't tucked one aside on myself. 7, 0, 7, 2, 7, 5, 7, 8. Double check. 7s. Yep, that is right. Okay. So you've got the BGs. Got 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7s, and 9s. All right, sorry about the brief interruption. We're just finishing up. We've got all of our BGs starting right here, working our way around and across. But here you go with all of that BG family. Hope that gives you a little bit of food for thought. There are some oddities in the BGs. There's some that don't blend as well, take a little more work, and others that just melt. So thanks for joining me as always. If you'd like to see more of my things going on, check out my blog at scrapweaver.com or the Facebook group for Copic and the Craft Room. Thanks for joining me here on my YouTube channel. As always, have a happy, colorful week.